Kit Kats can read. So here we are again with my Bookopoly board, this time for the month of October. As you can see, it's all set up ready from the exact last place that we landed on, which was the community shelf. My book token is right at the top here, so that is where we are going to start. Also, you may have noticed this time around that I do have 2 dice. Yes, I managed to find a set of dice at the cheap shop in my local village, so I can actually roll the dice, which is even more fun to do. So as always, what I'm going to be doing is, just like Becca, we are going to be rolling 5 times for 5 books. However, if I roll a double, it means I've got to add an extra book to my TBR. So I'm going to leave Becca's channel in the description because I just would like to credit her, because she is the person that I saw that does this quite a lot and she inspired me to do this. So let us roll for book number 1. I'm gonna roll. Oh my goodness. You've got to be kidding me. I rolled an 8, but it is a double. Well, we're just gonna roll with it, get it? Okay. So the token that I've landed on for this is to listen to an audiobook. So for the audiobook choice, I have put P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. This is book number 2 that is in this series, and I need to get it read anyway because I know that they're bringing out the movie for this probably next year. So I'm really excited to give this a reread. So it is a reread for me, but it's on my list of books to read in 2019 anyway, so it's perfect. And yeah, I can't wait to listen to the audiobook of this as well as give it a read at the same time. So as we rolled a double, let's roll again. There's something wrong with this dice, I swear. Guys. Oh my god. So I've rolled a 4 and it's again a double. I have landed on TBR jar machine. Next of all, I'm going to be doing the TBR jar machine because that's what came out. I've got a lot of books in here with like little pellets, so I'm going to give it a shake. It should be really shade. It's packed really tightly, but I feel like, yeah, okay, let's have a good shake. I'm gonna literally take the first one that comes out, the first one that's willing, right here. Okay, it's a mystery, that's why I like this. Ooh, okay, so the book that's come out is quite interesting. It's The Prince and the Pauper, right there, by Mark Twain. So that's interesting. So I've got a classic that's come out. So I'll place the picture over here because I haven't got the book on me at present, but that's why this is really exciting, because these are all books that I own. And yeah, so I'm really excited to have a classic because I really love the story of The Prince and the Pauper. I've watched it. I watched it actually when it was Mickey Mouse, and yeah, I really enjoyed that. I really liked that as a kid. So yes, I'm really excited about this one now. So yeah, oh, awesome. I'm looking forward to that one. And as we roll a double, let's roll again. Thank goodness for that. This time we have not rolled a double, we have rolled a 10. So let's move a 10. I've landed on paranormal, which is brilliant because it's October. So for the paranormal book choice, I have decided to continue on with my journey of the Mortal Instruments series, and I am going to be rereading City of Lost Souls by Cassandra Clare. This is the next book in line for me to read. I'm reading all of Cassandra Clare's books in publication order so that they make sense to me, and it's the journey that I'm going along with. So I'm diving back into the Mortal Instruments world, and yeah, I've been looking forward to diving into it again because it's been a few months since I last read a book from her world, especially from the Mortal Instruments world, because I read from the Infernal Devices and I thoroughly enjoyed that. So I'm looking forward to diving back into this one and seeing where this one takes me again, because it's a reread and I don't remember what happens in this one at all. Time to roll again. A 6. A dystopian. For the dystopian one, I have put The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. This is going to be a reread as well. I have reread this at least 2 times at the moment. I tried it with an audiobook and then I tried it again with an audiobook, and then this time around I just wanted to read it physically. So I want to see, going around it, if I can read it physically a lot better. I really enjoyed it the second time around more than I did the first. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars the first time, but I've got the movie and I haven't seen the movie yet, so I would like to give this a reread, refresh my memory, then I can watch the movie and do like a, hopefully a book to movie adaptation talk on it, because I haven't done one of those in a while too and I would love to do one of those. So I need to just refresh my thoughts on it, and this is another book that is on my books to read in 2019 as well. It's books to reread in 2019 rather. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this dystopian novel. Time to roll again. A 5. I've landed on a thriller, which again is brilliant because it's October. For the one for thriller, I have pushed forward my library book of The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. I really want to read this. I didn't get round to reading it in the month of September due to, just to be honest, I was in a little bit of a book funk, and I'm hoping that I can read it. I had to renew it unfortunately, but I do really want to read it. I'm so intrigued by it and I know people have loved this book and I feel like I'm going to really enjoy it. I'm just trying to get myself back into reading again, and I'm only just getting back into reading again. So yeah, I had a little bit of a slump, and then I was like reading manga and then watching anime, and I got myself in that sort of like fix, and I'm in a real big romantic kick at the moment. So I'm hoping after I read some romance that I will want to read something different. This will be one of the different books that I read, and I'm hoping that I do get round to it in the month of October. Time to roll for book number 6, and I've got a 5 again. I've landed on Random Number Generator. This will be interesting. So for the random generator, this one is going to be really exciting too. I love using things that randomly pick books for me to read during the month. I have used the TBR jar machine, which I've landed on as well, and I've done the unwrapped book too. And yeah, so I'm really excited that I've got a third option for this month, and the random number generator. So on bookshelf number 1 and number 2, we have got the books that I said at the beginning of the year that I would like to read in 2019. Unfortunately, I've only just recently put them on these shelves and been like, well, I need to get around to these books because I've only read like a couple from the list and it's not looking good, and I want to read the books on the list, and I just thought I can sort of select from them. So I've put a couple from the list on my TBR already, and now I'm going to generate. So there's 42 books that are left on these 2 shelves. The top shelf are the rereads, and this shelf are like the hardback / paperback copies. So I've numbered them all 1 to 42 on here. So I've got random.org here, and I'm going to generate, and it's given me the number of 32. So it's going to be hard to see there, but I will place a picture over here of the number that definitely came up. And oh look, you can pretty much kind of see there, 32. So I'm going to count along until I find book number 32, which is somewhere along this shelf here. But just so I can show you, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and we've got 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So this is book number 32, which is on this shelf, The Wonder of Us by Kim Culbertson. I got this pretty much like, I think last year, and I still haven't got round to reading it yet. And it's a summary sort of read actually. And yeah, so I'm hoping that I can actually get around to reading it this time. It seems to be there's a lot of travelling in this book, like a tour of European cities, 2 weeks in 6 countries, countrysides, dazzling cities, and it's about friendship and that sort of thing. So I'm hoping this time I can get around to reading it, hopefully. And now hopefully to roll for the last book. Yay, a number 4, which is for a romance novel. For the romance one, I have put Lucky in Love by Casey West. I love Casey West, and where I've been in a bit of a reading funk at the moment, I feel like Casey West would just pull me out of them, because I literally read her books like obsessively, like I would read a manga. So I feel like this is just perfect. I'm in such a romance kick, like I've said, and I just think this is just perfect. It's also on my list of books to read in 2019 as well, so I'm really excited to get around to reading this, and I'm looking forward to it. And it's a Casey West book that I haven't read yet, and I need to, because I need to read all of her books. She's an author for me, and the fact that I haven't read it yet makes me feel so ashamed. This is the end of the Bookopoly for this month, and this is the place where I'm going to be starting for the month of November. Next, I'm going to use my Spinny app for my unwrapped book. This goes for numbers 1 to 4 because it's the lowest number that the app does, and I've got 3 left to pick from, numbers 1, 2 and 3. So whatever the Spinny app lands on is the book that I'm unwrapping for the month. So let's go with it. As you can see, it's landed on number 2, so I'm going to unwrap number 2 for you guys. I have no idea what these books are. I pretty much wrap these up either at the end of the year or beginning of the year, and I just don't have a clue. I somewhat have a clue, but I don't really have a clue. I have no idea what this one is either. Oh my goodness. Oh! Oh! Losing It by Cora Cormack. Do you know what? The funny story of this is, I was sorting out my books the other day and I could not for the life of me find this book. That's why, guys, because I wrapped it up, and I honestly thought that I had put it somewhere. I didn't even think that I would have wrapped it up. But this is cool because it's a new adult novel, and I'm so into my romance at the moment. Like literally, I'm so in the romance zone that this is perfect. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. I'm really excited for this. Also, if I don't get around to reading this in September, because it's only literally 2 days left of the month, I will be putting this on my October TBR, and that is Scars Like Wings by Erin Stewart. This comes out at the very beginning of October, but it's a book that I have received for review, so I need to get around to getting it read. And this is literally about a girl called Ava who is 16 years old, and a house fire has left her severely disfigured, and so she pretty much is having to pick herself up again, and it's pretty much like the book Wonder, and it's perfect for fans of Nicola Yoon and John Green, it says here. So I feel like this is going to be a book that will destroy me. So these are all of the books that I've put for the Bookopoly, as well as I've got the unwrapped book and a review book to read as well during the month. So I've actually pretty much got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books for me to read. And then I've also got the Prince and the Pauper book for me to read, so it makes it 9 books. And then it's probably going to be 10 actually, because I've got another library book to read. So I am going to be busy during the month of October, and yeah, who knows how it's going to go. I'm going to try my best to like stick to this TBR, but I'm also going to be reading like other books as well, because I always like to keep myself excited. And also because I'm a mood reader as well, I feel like I'm really going to be happy with this month's TBR, because I've got a lot of romance and contemporary in this, and I've got a new adult book, which I love new adult books. So I've literally got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these are like contemporaries. One is a thriller, and then I've got one of my favourite series ever, the Mortal Instruments series, and The Darkest Minds, which is a reread. And yeah, so I've got all sorts of like genres in the mix for this, so it'll be interesting what I managed to get around to. But I'm so excited for October's TBR. I know this isn't really like a spooky TBR, because I tried to read some sort of like spooky books, but to be honest, I got a paranormal read and a dystopian and a thriller on there, so those 3 books are quite dark. And then I've got a dark and hard-hitting contemporary here as well. So I do have some books, but also I still like to read what I would like to read, and I'm in the mood for romance. So if that's what I'm in the mood for, then I gotta please my tiny little brain of what books I would like to read. But yeah, I'm really excited about my book choices. I know I failed my Bookopoly TBR last month. I only read like some books of it, which you will find in my September wrap up, which will be coming up. But you know, it happens. My currently reading list is still massive. I'm hoping that I can try to get that down in 2020. I'm focusing on the moment at my books that I would like to read in 2019, which were on these 2 shelves. I'm mainly focusing on those books, but also if I have review books coming, I'm going to be focusing on those too. So yeah, that's it really from this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If there's any of these books I've mentioned in today's video that you have read yourself, or if there's any mangas or animes that you have read and watched recently that you would like to let me know about. Honestly guys, I am compiling a list, especially of animes to watch, especially like romance animes like shoujo, and oh yeah, just I'm so in the mood for a romance anime right now, and Orange just hit me so hard. Anything that's a bit like Orange actually, but oh my goodness, the romance and the friendship in that anime slash manga, that's the sort of stuff that I love. And if you guys know of any similarities to things like Orange, then yeah, let me know down below, because I'm so in the mood for those things, and I can read those things so fast, and I would love to throw those in as well to my October TBR as like random reads, just to keep myself like, yeah, I'm reading. Honestly, it does make me feel good when I do read mangas as well, so yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that. But without this being such a long-winded video, that's it really from me. That's my Bookopoly, that's my TBR. Those are the books I'm going to try to be reading from, but you'll find out in my October wrap up all the books I managed to read. Hopefully I can stick to this TBR. Failing that, whatever. It still counts if I just read something. That's all that matters to me. Even if I read one book, I am still happy. My Goodreads goal is at like, I think 42 out of 50 at the moment. So as long as I read 8 books before the end of the year, my heart is happy. And there's like 3 months left, and my target is to read like 4 books a month, and that's 1 book a week, which for me is, it's doable. So we'll see guys, we'll see. But that's it for me guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Any other videos that you'd like to see me do, let me know down below. I'm trying to think of like other bookish videos that I would like to do for you guys, and I'm a little bit stumped at the moment. I'm really busy, like with work and with everything, and a musical will be coming up soon as well, which we will start in November. So I'm going to be busy like 2 nights of the week with that too. So my reading is probably going to get like a little bit backlogged, but I'm going to try and do my best. And yeah, life is all about living and reading and being happy and all that sort of stuff. So that's it from me, guys. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. All of my social media links, as always, I'll link down below in the description if you'd like to follow me elsewhere. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. My name is Casey, and I'll see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!